I'm back again, and I have a new topic to talk about. And my topic is, how do you handle tight deadlines or deadlines in general when it feels like you don't have enough time? I'm not a high stress person, so tight deadlines, I actually love them. I love them for the fact that I feel like with less time, I'm able to do more because I don't live up here in my head too much. I just get in, assess my timeline, and go, let's get moving. But what I noticed is not everybody is like that. And over time, it wears down on you, and tight timelines can stress you the hell out. So, how do you work past a tight time frame? First, what you need to do, and this is not a true formula that works for everybody, but this is what I found that has worked. First, get a piece of paper. We don't write stuff down anymore. On that piece of paper, make yourself a list and go, what is it that you really have to do and how much time do you have? And write down what you need to do first, what you need to do second, and what you need to do third. Because you want to get from point A to Z, not point A to B, because there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you need to get to the end. So figure out what it is that needs to be done, and then go, how can I be as creative as possible on this job? Let's scratch that. Because what happens now is now you don't have enough time to get as creative as possible on this job. So what you need to do now, after you've asked yourself that question, which you probably asked on a million projects before, is how do you get as creative as possible in the time frame that you have on this particular job? That is the ultimate question. And I found that extremely hard when I started working in advertising, because everything is so fast paced. Everything is so right now. We don't need it to be perfect. We just need it to be done. And how do you tell a creative person it doesn't need to be perfect? It just needs to be done. Because everything in my mind is telling me I need to do more, but I don't have time to do more. You're constantly watching your clock going, the deadline is coming up, and I don't even feel like I got started yet. But it's a simple solution once you can wrap your head around it. And it took a lot of creatives to kind of walk me through that. It comes with experience, it comes with time, and it just comes with knowing what it is that you need to do. And what I found is once you assess how much time you have, you know what you can do in that time. And it puts everything into perspective for you. You may not be able to build a mansion in a week, but you might be able to build a townhouse. So when somebody gives you a creative project and they go, lay this out, film this, do this, or roto this, or whatever the case may be, just figure out the quickest way to do it in the amount of time you have that's going to look good. And sometimes it's just, it has to look good enough, because your client is not going to see all those little things that you see. They may not see the little blemish on the skin once you zoomed way out on your footage. And they may not care. They may just go, okay, that's fine. We don't see that. And keep it moving, because it's only going to be on screen for a second, half a second, if that. So you just have to do what you can do. And that is a hard thing to wrap your head around, because we want to knock everything out the park. We want everything to be a grand slam. We want it to be a big hit. We want to be the best creatively that we can be all the time. And doing it in a tight time frame doesn't mean that you can't be the best that you can be creatively. It just means you are the best that you can be creatively within the given time frame, not within the I'm going to turn it in 10 minutes late. because nobody wants the project late. And a late project may be a project that never goes anywhere, and also may cost you your check. And I tell you this, don't mess with my money, because that's when things just don't work. You got a family to feed, or you got yourself to feed. Hopefully you got something out of that, because it took me a long time to figure that out. And it took a lot of people telling me what to do to figure that out. So hopefully, in however long it just took me to make this video, you see that you can clean up some of these mistakes quicker than I can, and just work with your time frame.